welcome back to the channel. My name is Saucebreaker. Oh yeah, it's time for the second chapter for Cult of the Lamb comic. If you missed the first chapter, check out my first video on this series after finishing this one. Like before, I will be giving an overview of the comic, and we will be talking about any lore details and things of note. Remember to support the comic so we may have a second verse, and with all that being said, let's get into it. We begin with a building montage of folks working. Afterwards, we are shown some more followers and the first shrine of the Lamb. We see them praying to the shrine, and in the background is Nana. She is working on a building, and Rado asks her what's up with her and why she isn't exactly praying. She talks about how devotion is a beautiful thing, but when are the followers gonna do something else, man? Not gonna lie, and she high-key has a point. Like, she's right, look at those motherfuckers, they left a mess everywhere. Ain't no spot they missed. Pick up a shovel, what the hell, man? However, Rado pokes fun at Nana, saying that she's mad that she doesn't have the Lamb's full, undivided attention. Then bro goes on and on about how they're pawns of the game, fourth of gods, and bro just Calais the one who waits, and the Lamb. Like, bro, you're not even in the vision here, settle down. Meanwhile, we cut to the Lamb being a liberator, and the Lamb has a few secret crushes spying on them. The bishops are discussing how the Red Crown came to be. We did everything in our power to forestall the prophecy. Real, I be saying the same thing when I'm manifesting bro's downfall. Of course, I just shoot at them when it doesn't work though. Hecate chimes in saying that right now, he's just slaying everyone equally, and it's not a threat to either of the bishops nor their domain. However, they do pass the work to the youngest bishop, Leshy, as the Lamb is currently in the Darkwood. Pass off to the intern, huh? While Leshy is ready to deal with the Lamb, they still don't understand how the Red Crown got here, and was about to bring up the name of somebody, but the other bishops remind Leshy of the wounds and to never speak his name. Thus, Leshy heads out to stop the Lamb. Not before saying some famous last words though. We cut back to the Lamb, who sees a seer. Wrong seers. This seer asks the Lamb if they believe in destiny. They respond, yeah, but I'm better than that. I can carve my own destiny, loser. Oh, is that so? Good for you. No one has ever done that. Now take a draw. Ah, the deal is done. Seems you've been finessed, brother. Then the Red Crown spikes up and the cards start dancing. It is here that we also learn that this person's name is Klenek. After the cards drop, another card was pulled that Klenek tells the Lamb after telling them that they were just a duck. Get it right, man. Don't forget they're a duck. The card tells that the Lamb will be betrayed. The Lamb then asks what they can do. Meanwhile, the Lamb's call is getting sick in the rain. So, I mean, you can probably start there, Lamb. Eventually, the Lamb is approached by a cultist asking to be spared. The Lamb, thinking of what Klenek said, doesn't believe this faker, but still decides to take them in. While slowly taking them in, while laying out the conditions, Leshy summons behind them and almost instantaneously talks shit about the Lamb. Like, bro, y'all were worried about talking about this, man. Like, where'd you get this sudden confidence boost, man? Then Leshy turns to the cultists, turning them into a monster to fight the Lamb. After defeating the monster, the Lamb walks for hours until finding a commandment stone. There we meet another person, Harrow. Harrow gives us a bit of lore on the stones before the Lamb heads off. Eons ago, these lands were rife with gods and their adherents. What buffet this pantheon? Alas, 'tis the nature of beasts to forget, and of gods to be forgotten. Mayhap they left, mayhap they slept, mayhap they devoured, and were devoured in turn. Those who remained spread reds, spun webs, molded this world to meet them and theirs. 'Twere a land of many gods, once hundreds, now empty. And after this incredible expedition, just like an angel, Harrow ascends away. While the Lamb gets the stone, he looks on and he says to himself, no more betrayal. Alright, bro, who is gonna tell him? We cut to Nala picking berries, but she noticed that some followers are cheering and asks what's going on. Soon the Lamb comes out happy to be back and saying that the bishops ain't got shit on them. Then the Lamb asks Nana to promise to never leave their side, especially since the Lamb says that the old faith would have crushed them if they were divided. But now with a commandment stone, they are good. However, Nala isn't too thrilled hearing about a commandment stone and runs off. Then Harrow pushes the Lamb into the temple to pray. But in the background, Nala cries that it wasn't supposed to be a temple. it was a home. Then the chapter comes to an end. So now that we finished this chapter, now we can talk about any lore details mentioned in this chapter. The first one I want to tackle is that image with all the gods fighting. We always knew that there was more gods, as Harrow was once a god with power that relinquished his to live after the bishops took over. However, we weren't able to see what some of these forgotten gods look like, nor an estimate of how many. Harrow states that this was a land of many gods, hundreds, which makes you wonder of all the crowns and gods that were here, and how they were created or why they were in the first place. Of course, we won't know the answer to that unless we get like a deep dive into are the sellers involved? Only time can tell us. Regardless, that is everything for this chapter for the comic that I wanted to go over. Soon we will be going over the third chapter in the first verse, and I'm really looking forward to getting into that and getting that to you guys. Remember, if I missed anything or you want to bring up a point, let me know in the comments below. And remember to join the cult and subscribe. And until then, I will see you guys next time.